Hey peeps, today is Thursday, I think. No, it's Friday today. It's actually been 1 week today since Howie passed away. It's the weirdest feeling of, I don't even know how I got here, let alone trying to comprehend everything I've been doing. Yesterday was a super busy day. I had to go and collect the medical certificate from the hospital where he passed away. So I had to go to a bereavement office. Both my children and Susan was with me. And I really worked myself up to have to go and do that, thinking how hard it was going to be because it seems so final. It seems like the end now, and it wasn't too bad. They're very nice people. They just gave me a piece of paper which stated how Howie died, and that I had to then take that piece of paper on to the births, marriages and deaths registry and have an appointment with them, where they then wrote me out an actual death certificate. And you have to have, for anything that you need to do legally, like bank accounts or anything like that, you need a death certificate. So I got quite a few of those. And then we had to go onto the bank and start that process, which is all a bit of a headache really, because I know, well, I've never lost anybody, and I never realised quite what goes into it. But basically what happens is, Howie had a savings account where his salary and everything would have gone into, and then he would drip feed money from there into our joint account. And because it was his sole account, they froze it. As soon as I let the bank know that Howie had passed away, they froze that bank account, which is really awkward. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person in the world. There's kind of a fault here from all sorts, because that shouldn't happen when I don't have an income. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I've got people around me. I'm not short of money, okay? I have people offering to help me out and do this and do that, because it's not like I don't have money, I just can't access it at the moment. So this interim period where you can't actually use your own money it's kind of a stress that you don't need at this time, whilst trying to understand the system. But yesterday I said to the lady in the bank, could I not just up my overdraft so that I can see myself through the next few weeks, and then when probate's sorted, obviously you can see I'm good for the money, blah blah blah. And the bank wouldn't do that. She had to phone the bereavement team on the bank, and then I could see how angry it was making her, and she just kept saying, this is not fair. You can see there's money in the pot. Until the probate's there, she can't get that money. But once, because if I go over my overdraft, they're going to start charging me £5 a day. I'm kind of glad that my children are aware of all of this with me, and they've not allowed it to happen. So they were the ones that said, let's go and up your overdraft, Mum. Anyway, cut a long story short, she phoned me in the afternoon. She said it couldn't happen, and she was really upset, and she was very sorry, and that it shouldn't be this way. And then she phoned me in the afternoon and told me that she'd sorted it, that this girl, a lovely girl at the bank, could not settle knowing that I was going to borrow some money from my daughter's house deposit to see me through until probate was sorted. And yeah, it's all these little things, I guess. As much as I'm dealing with my own grief and the loss of my husband, that really is an added extra I didn't need. So anyway, this lovely girl has actually sorted it. She's been able to release some funds to put into the joint account so that I don't have to take money or borrow money from anybody else. So that's a blessing in itself. People really do go above and beyond for you when they see something isn't right, and for that I'll be really grateful. So that was a really long, hard day yesterday. Numbers and figures and talking and signing pieces of paper, and I've suddenly had to get folders where I can now keep some paperwork in, and that's not my fucking bag. I am so shit with paperwork. But I know I've got to step up and start to take notice where I should have done before. Howie was always telling me, you know, come on Jan, you need to know some of this stuff, what if, and I'd always be like, oh, don't be stupid, I don't want to know that, you know, don't be stupid, you're doing it, you do that very well, I don't even need to know what it's about. But anyway, that part of it is sorted. My daughter had a lady come in to the hospital before Howie was and she did an imprint of his finger, and Chelsea brought that to me last night, which is something I'm going to treasure forever. I'll maybe post a picture of it after this. It's a love heart. It's a silver pendant love heart with Howie's wedding fingerprint inside, and I absolutely love it. It just feels so nice to have something of his that I will wear around my neck for the rest of my days. Chelsea got one, Susan got one, Mason's going to get something with it as well. So yeah, that was a little nice bit. I'm still trying to finalise details of Harry's funeral, and I think my brother-in-law is going to arrive on Monday. I did think I was going to have a couple of days break, but I talked to my son last night and I'm thinking maybe I need to go away from here for a night, promising him that I'm not suicidal. It's not that I'm going to run away and not come back. I just think I need to clear my head. I'm not quite sure where, what, when, how. I'm just feeling like everything's too busy and I don't want to face it for a night. So I have to see a solicitor today at 3:30, a probate solicitor, which my son will come with me, and during the day today I'm gonna book myself a night somewhere just to cry. I think later in the evening when I've had a glass of wine, my heart breaks every single night, and my son is shouldering that. My son is sat opposite a table telling me he wants to hug me, but he knows he can't. I'm not good in that respect. I know if someone hugs me, I want to hug them, and then I want to comfort them, so it takes away my grief. So everybody's being really respectful of how I feel. But it's also really hard for him because he's the one that sat there listening to me breaking every single night, I guess. So every day's different. Every day's hard. Some are harder than others. And yeah, it's only been a week, so I know I've done an awful lot in this week already. Those 3 appointments yesterday, I think people would have taken maybe weeks to do it, but that's me. I just need to try and focus on it and get stuff done, because I can't sit around. It's worse if I sit around doing nothing. Oh God. Baby Ella is doing really well. She is a fighter just like her mummy. Claire and Tony are doing really well. They got released from the hospital, so I can only imagine the pain of walking away from that hospital every night knowing your tiny weeny baby's still there. And again, prayers and love for Ella. She needs them. And I think about her every single night. I love her and I've never even met her. So anyway, guys, I'm not even going to say I'm waffling. I'm not. I'm actually just offloading. You know, yesterday was hard. Today will probably be hard. But I'm just cracking on. I do have other pyjamas, by the way. I just come to bed when I've had a drink now and put on what's on the bed. So not that I give a shit. Not that I give a shit. I need to go shopping. Jane even offered for her daughter to come and cut my hair, which is so kind. I haven't even worked any of that out yet. I just know as of Monday, my house is going to be busier, obviously, with family. And that'll be for a week. I think Nick will go. I think Nick's going up to France and stuff. I don't know the finer details yet, but we'll suss it out. Anyway. Thanks for watching, thanks for your love, thanks for your support, and I'll chat to you again soon.